Ooh, the third Master Ball has been made available in Pokemon Go. Today we'll be checking out some of the tasks that we need to do as they are really difficult. Alright, so hi to all of you guys. So yes, let me go ahead and bring my screen up and show you guys in my storage over here that I actually have 2 Master Balls already. Alright, a lot of people have been asking me how many Master Balls do I have and how many have I used. I've used 0. In fact, I always tell people that I have 1 extra Master Ball. So I have a total of 2 over here, and I've not done the new special research yet, but I actually have 3 Master Balls. Look at this, boom! Aha, I have 3 Master Balls. That's why I always tell people I have 1 extra Master Ball that's always hanging on my bag, alright, when I travel around. So, enough of the lame joke, Brandon. So anyway, yeah, we actually have the special research for the extra Master Ball available. Now we can actually have a total of 3 Master Balls if you actually did purchase the very first special research when it was first released last year. So, now we tap on the bottom right over there, we can see that we just got something interesting. I'm not too sure what this is. It's my second time seeing this. Alright, and we got a special masterwork research. I guess that's just a research, masterwork research, I think, to tell us that we got something. So we got to catch 250 Pokemon, use 150 berries, and make 100 nice curve throws. Seems about the same as in terms of task that's required to do from the previous 2 Master Balls tasks. They are not easy, but this time around it's kind of time locked, which I'll show you guys in a bit. Alright, so let's go ahead to check out under events. There's nothing to show you guys, alright. So let's go ahead to go into here. So first things first, let's go to check out Pokemon Go Live. Before we talk about the Master Ball, we'll be talking about 2 new features or raid bosses that will be releasing soon. Alright, so the first things first though, you guys can see there are actually 3 things that we're looking at. The Ultra Space Wonders event that will be happening on the 23rd of May. And then also the new light, form a new light with the power of Pokemon Fuse. So the Fuse is available with Necrozma fusing with Solgaleo and Lunala. So that will make it into a very strong Pokemon, as we will talk about in a bit. But let's go to check out the Ultra Space Wonder over here under Leak Duck information, quack. So there'll be 3 Pokemon that will be making its Pokemon Go debut on May 23rd. Alright, the first one is gonna be Naga Nadal, and that is a dragon and poison typing Pokemon. You can evolve Poipo after catching 20 dragon type Pokemon with it as your buddy Pokemon. I'm not too sure if it's a very strong Pokemon. I do not think so to my knowledge, but it's basically the same typing as Dragalge. Alright, it's a dragon and poison typing Pokemon. Next one is going to be Stakataka, which is available in 5-star rates in the Eastern Hemisphere. So for me, because I'll be in Japan during this period for the Sendai Go Fest also, that's where we'll be getting Stakataka. And Stakataka is a rock and steel typing Pokemon. It's basically kind of like a Master League version of Bastiodon, but I don't think it'll be really good for the Master League. Depending on the moves, all these 3 Pokemon, it depends on the moves, depending on the stats of course, and depending on the typing of the Pokemon. That's what I always say to determine whether they are good or not. So rock and steel typing for Stakataka, like I said, is the exact same typing as Bastiodon, and in fact Probopass. It might be useful in the Ultra League depending on the moves that it's gonna get. Next one is a Pokemon that you guys really want to get for yourself if you want a very strong fire type Pokemon. This particular Pokemon, I'm trying to think how to pronounce his name. I actually had it just now, but I forgot. Okay, it's basically a clown. Okay, it's the Clown Ultra Beast, Blacephalon. I can't pronounce this. I have to think about it. I need to practice this. It's not easy, guys. The names of these Ultra Beast Pokemon, they're really weird. But anyway, it is a Fire and Ghost typing Pokemon. It's the same typing as Alolan Marowak, and it has a very high attack stat. As a fire type Pokemon, it will be top tier depending on the moves that it's going to get also. And I would really recommend to get this if it actually has access to the correct moves. Just like Nihilego when it first came out, the fast move wasn't really ideal. It had really poor fast move, but eventually when it got a poison jab, it became a top tier poison type attacker. Alright, so those are the spawns that are available. The reason why some of these spawns are spawning, including a Scarab, is because it is, it's going to evolve into Dragalge, which then you would be able to, get the same typing as the Naga Nadal. Alright, so those are the mons that are available in raids. Nothing really too exciting, to be honest. Turtonator is available, which that can be Shiny Galarian, Weezing, and Dredigan. So other than that, nothing really too exciting. Yep, for field research, those are the ones available, and as for the special research, those are the ones available, and the paid research, yep, those are the ones that are available. Alright, wouldn't be reading everything because we have a lot of things to look at. So next one is going to be the Necrozma forming with fusing with Lunala and also Solgaleo. It will be known as the Dust main Necrozma and the Dawn Wings Necrozma. So I'm not going to read through everything, as you guys can go and read everything by yourself, but it will be first released at the Sendai Go Fest. At the in-person Go Fest, each of the in-person Go Fest, Necrozma will be available in raids, and it will all be shinyable if you have the ticket. If you do not have the ticket and you are there to do the raid, it wouldn't be shiny, but I think you can still get the resources to actually fuse them. Okay, so it says special research on Saturday. Ticket holding trainers will be able to complete exclusive special research to learn more about the mythical Pokemon Marshadow. Yeah, Marshadow will also be available. It's a very strong fighting and ghost typing Pokemon, also very interesting. Alright, and then Sunday adventure through a free special research story to learn more about the Ultra One who encounter Cosmog. So you can encounter another Cosmog, interesting. Alright, so over here you can see that we can fuse the Pokemon together. So this kind of gives us the idea on how Black and White Kyurem may come in the future, where Kyurem will have to fuse with Reshiram to become White Kyurem, and Kyurem will have to fuse with Zekrom to actually form Black Kyurem. That's when it will be the strongest Dragon type Pokemon in the entire game. Alright, even surpassing Rayquaza, not Mega Rayquaza, but the Shadow Black Kyurem would literally be the #1 Dragon type attacker in the game, depending on the moves too. Alright, so for Pokemon Fuse, alright, we won't be going through in too depth about it. But you can see basically you can fuse Necrozma together. It costs you a little bit of the Solar Fuse energy or the Lunar Fuse energy, and 30 Necrozma candy and 30 Cosmog candy. So other than that, when you want to when you have fused them, this is how they look like. You can unfuse them, you can separate them anytime. It will cost nothing to actually separate them at all, which is great. So the energy can be obtained from, I guess, doing the raids and also completing the ticketed research task. Alright, so it's going to be pretty, I guess, rare to come by in terms of the energy, maybe. But, if you're going to do a lot of raids, shouldn't be a problem. So, Necrozma is available finally, man. So, interestingly enough, when I saw the stats for this, I was like, wow, this is actually pretty insane, man. If you look at it, for the Dust main Necrozma, that's fusing it with Solgaleo. And then you will be able to learn a new charge attack called Sunsteel Strike. And for raids and gym, the attack power is 230, which is insane actually. As for fusing it with Lunala, you actually get a new move, Moongeist Beam, and it's also 230 power, which is also insane. So depending on the energy required to use in trainer battles, 135 power, assuming if it's a 60 energy move, is insane. That would be insane. I wouldn't be surprised that might be the case. Alright, so that's that for the information for the fusing. There's more information and details which we'll talk more when it's finally available. I do not want to speculate. I do not want to talk about things that may or may not happen, and then eventually additional things get added, and hence I don't make a full video on it. This video is focusing more on the Master Ball. Anyway, the Master Ball, like I said, it's going to be very difficult to actually complete this particular special research for the Master Ball, which makes sense. It felt a little bit easy for the first one. Of course, it was paid. The first ever Master Ball, you have to pay for it. The second one was free, but the research task available was a little bit more difficult. But now it becomes even more difficult. So I won't be able to complete it in a day. There's a reason for that, which I'll show you guys. Nobody in the world can complete this third Master Ball special research all the tasks in one day. I'll show you guys why. Alright, so the first stage, you have to catch 250 Pokemon, use 150 berries, and make 100 nice curved throws. Next one, stage 2, you have to catch 300 Pokemon, make 100 great curved throws, and transfer 50 Pokemon. Easy peasy. Those 2 stages can be completed in a day if you really play really hard. As for stage 3, we have to catch 350 Pokemon, defeat 25 Team Rocket grunts, and catch 75 different species of Pokemon. All these 3 are also possible to be completed despite the fact that it's catch 75 different species of Pokemon. That one is going to be a little bit tough, especially when you won't see a lot of different spawns in a day, so you have to wait for certain events to come, etc. And then different spawns would allow you to actually finish that task much easier. But the problem is, on stage 4, we have to visit Pokestops on 7 different days, catch a Pokemon on 7 different days, and hatch 20 eggs, catch 75 Pokemon in a single day, and make 50 extend throws and catch 500 Pokemon. So the first 2 tasks, to visit and also catch the Pokestops and Pokemon respectively on 7 different days, you cannot complete it in one day. I mean, at least it's not in a row, but still, it's not possible to finish it in one day. But those are the tasks that are available to be done for the Master Work Research to get the third Master Ball. So hence, as I was saying, I do not have the third Master Ball yet because I have not done that. Wait, I have the third Master Ball already. See, I told you guys, it's over here. See? Yeah, always bring the Master Ball with you. Yeah. So anyway, just want to give you guys a fun story about this particular Master Ball that I got. This particular Master Ball that I got, actually I got this when I was in Singapore, if I remember correctly, from the Pokemon Center. It's the official Master Ball from the Pokemon Center. And actually a couple of years back, before the pandemic, I did go over to Japan, and when I was gonna catch my flight back from Narita Airport, I actually went to the Pokemon Center. It's a pretty small one over there in Narita Airport, to actually try and buy the Master Ball. So when I went there with my brother, my youngest brother, we actually spent about 2 hours just looking around. We were just very amazed by the products, and then eventually I decided to buy one Master Ball. When I took the Master Ball, this was in Japan, yeah. I think this was back in 2018 or 2017. I really cannot remember. So I took the Master Ball. I went to the cashier. I wanted to pay for it. I put it there, and then the lady at the cashier over there said, no. She said, I can't buy the Master Ball. I was very confused. So eventually, I mean, I couldn't speak Japanese at all. She couldn't speak any word of English too. So eventually, she told me, said that I can't buy the Master Ball. I was like very confused. Why? Eventually, I thought maybe that Master Ball, the one that I took, had some defects or whatsoever. So I went back to the shelf, wanted to take a second Master Ball instead to replace that, but she went to the shelf with me and she took the whole rack of Master Ball and passed it to a colleague and put it to the back of the shop, at the back of the shop. And I was wondering why. So I couldn't understand why. So maybe it's because like the price tag that was put over there was maybe wrong, and when they scanned through the system, it wasn't able to show up the actual price, the correct price. That's my guess. Some of my friends did think that way too. But other than that, I wasn't able to buy the Master Ball in Japan. So hopefully when I go to Japan, I can buy one. But I actually have the one in Singapore, so I'm happy to get it. But I'm gonna try and get one in Japan, hopefully. Alright, so that's it from me, man, in terms of sharing with you guys the information for this particular event and the upcoming events too. I will say that the upcoming Ultra Beasts, they are pretty exciting. They are very exciting, especially for the one that is available in the Western Hemisphere, which I wouldn't be there during the period where it's available. So please send me raids, send me that clown Pokemon, okay? I'm still trying to think how to pronounce that name, but basically that clown exploding head Pokemon. Yeah. The clown. Send me the clown, guys. Thank you very much. So I'll see you guys in the next episode in the next video. If you guys found this video informative, please go ahead to share with your friends. Alright, and also to leave a like on the video. Thank you very much. So I'll see you guys in the next episode in the next video. Alright, goodbye. Bye. Okay, I remember how to pronounce it. Blacephalon.